Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Avadon, the Black Fortress. When we left off last time, we finally finished up with the Wretch Warrens, and I think we're getting pretty close to doing the things we need to do in the Kva. There's just some side quests still that I want to wrap up. So, I've been remembering wrong. It's Monitor Sybil who cares about the wolves. I think we... Have I killed enough wolves? Maybe I haven't. Why do I always blank on this? Anyhow, we'll get back to that. We need, the other thing was for the Ogre's Theft. Smith Berak, that we just talked to in Goldcraig. He wasn't the wolf guy, he was the he needs his goods back guy. So his caravan was attacked, so I'm out here in the deserty area, the Kva lands, and this looks like a caravan. So let's see if we can find his stuff, because I didn't have anything in my inventory that looked at all like his stuff. So, it seems unlikely it'd be just on the ground, because Ongrar stole it, so he wouldn't just leave it here. But maybe if we follow all the debris? And then this is just a dead end. Wow. Okay, and then this was what? Oh, this was Tartam. And we do need to figure out what we're going to do about him. We might just put the pressure on him. Okay. So his hands lack stains and burns you'd expect to see on a tanner. Everything about him is suspicious. We asked him all these questions. Yep, lots of wolves. Caravan was robbed near here. He thinks he can help. There's an opening in the cliff face to the north. A lot of garbage there. Seen an ogre and some wretches going in and out of there. It's odd. And why is it odd? Because it ends in a dead end. We were just there. If I didn't mind the risk, I would investigate. There may be a secret passage, though you'd have to look very closely. Okay, Tartam, you just hang tight, buddy. So, you're saying, game, that I'm missing something in here. That I have to look very closely at. It's not on the ground, because when we click the button, there's nothing there. It's not this rock here, it's... Hey! Oh, there's something lighting up. What is it? Oh, man. Okay. We've got Ongar's secret treasure room. Those aren't worth anything. We don't need them. Okay. Ugh, but I've been enjoying not being down underground. Oh well, we gotta see where it goes. You've discovered the hideout of a small tribe of wretches. It is a small series of underground chambers, full of mud, trash, and a truly foul smell. Many pairs of eyes silently track you from the shadows. They hold on to their crude weapons, unsure whether you're going to attack them. Well, if they attack me, I will attack them. Although there's all these skulls, so that doesn't really make me feel good about being down here. It looks like they've done an awful lot of attacking people. Alright, we'll just nose around, and we'll see how it goes. Can I talk to any of them? Let's just chit-chat. The wretches are all cowering in their alcoves, hoping that you'll just walk by them. I will leave them be for now. They sigh with relief as you walk away. And the reason I'm leaving them be is because they're near the same area as, that wretch village, and I could be totally wrong, but I don't think they have anything to do. But if Ongrar comes in here, they saw the wretch... Oh, here's cows that they stole. The wretches have stolen a pair of cows. They hide in the back of their muddy pen and moo unhappily. I mean, that's... In a way, that's kind of really impressive that they managed to get cows down the stairs or the little ladder to even get them here. Sorry, cows, there's really not much I can do for you at this point. But they said they weren't going to steal cows anymore. I don't know. We're gonna leave it be for now. We'll see. As long as the dragon is left alone. But then they attacked the caravans. I should wipe these guys out. Will they attack me if I open this? No, they're so scared of me they're gonna let me just take all their stuff. Which I don't feel too bad about, because I think there's a really good chance that all this stuff is stuff they've taken from other people in the first place. Oh, it's not Ogre! Oh, it's a different ogre. There's an ogre in the western alcove going through a wooden crate. He's a pitiful specimen for his kind, old, thin, and stooped over. Being in this pit, lording over a handful of filthy wretches, is a humiliating fate. When he sees you, he turns and snarls. Stupid wretches, worthless! Why you no kill human? Why human here? Come, kill it, kill it! The ogre grabs a club and lumbers toward you. The wretches give an unenthusiastic battle cry and rise to their feet. Alright, this is what we're doing, I guess. Oh. These boxes are full of supplies. Tools, bars of iron, even a few finished bronze and iron weapons. The boxes are moldy and rotten enough to have been down here for a long time. They were probably stolen from a passing caravan. There's nothing of high enough quality to be useful to you, and there's too much stuff for you to carry out. You suspect there's a merchant somewhere who would be very interested to hear that all of this was found. Okay, but in the meantime, we gotta fight some guys. So, whatever. Yeah, we gotta fight all of them. And our forces are divided. That really sucks. Okay. Yeah, get over here. Oh, that was the whole of her turn, eh? Bummer. Okay. Let's try and sort of get together if we can. Alright, and then... Oh, whoops. That was my hellhound. I was thinking we were on Natalie for some reason. I gotta pay better attention. Do I want a lightning wind right now? No. Don't do it. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this anymore. I changed my mind. I just want to attack. Oh, whatever. I didn't even hit that guy. Okay. Okay, you go focus on this guy. You as well. There we are. Knock that off. I should have taken out the wretch. Don't kill it. Don't kill my pet. Give me a chance to revive him. So then. Okay. Knock it off, you. Was that all ya? guess we might as well take the meat. Alright. So, nothing worthwhile in any of these boxes? No. Very well. We'll check this one too, just in case. Okay. But we found his stuff. So, good deal. And, I don't know, in a way I'm almost kind of happy that the ogre forced a fight, because, I mean, these are ones that attacked a caravan. They've been stealing stuff, so I don't really have to decide whether to spare them or not. If they're going to attack me, well, decision made. More and more of you fellas, huh? Oops, I meant to hit the same one. Whatever. We got this. Okay. Can we move on with the exploration? Let's do. This might have something good in it. Stuff I can sell at any rate. Ugh. Guys, I don't even care about you. I'm trying to explore over here, huh? Okay. That might well be it. Alright, so there's the ladder out. That's just the cow. Where's the cows? Oh, they'll pop in if I walk over there. We have basically just consigned the cows to death. We killed anyone who would have cared for them. They have water and a bit of grass. If we let Berak know that this is over here, and he goes to retrieve his goods, perhaps he'll take care of the cows and they'll be okay. Okay, excellent though. So we know where his stuff is. There wasn't like an item we pick up, so I guess we just tell him. So then, we do need to figure out what we're going to do with this fella. Let's try it. Okay. So I am a hand of Avadon, buddy, and gotta know some things. He seems very amused by this. Oh, really? He holds his hands wide. I would so hate to have Avadon suspect me. I am eager to help. Please tell me, what is the problem? Well, someone's been selling weapons to the wretches. His smile fades. Tartam looks genuinely irritated. Have they? Really? I suspect you are correct. Very perceptive, hand of Avadon. And tell me, please, what insightful soul told you that I was responsible? I'm interested to see what you have to say about it, but you may well be lying, so I'm asking the questions. Really? Then let me guess. It was Abby. I knew this would happen the moment I heard that fool went to Avadon. Spilling out words, letting anyone who cares to listen know what we know. And now he wastes your time as well, sending you to question me, a fellow servant of Avadon. You claim you're a servant, but letting anyone who cares to listen know what we know. What do you know? When I, actually, sent out here by Heart Miranda to find out who was supplying the wretches with weapons. My identity was to be a secret. No longer, apparently. I'll have to leave soon, before I wake up with my throat cut. Since you know who I am, I will help you if I can. I will unlock my safe house for you. And now that you know who I am, I suppose you have some questions for me. Oh, so you really were legit? Huh. I suppose you have some questions for me. Can I see your wares? Oh, what are you doing out here? Someone is selling steel weapons to the wretches. That is the sort of thing that could cause real problems. I think I have learned who's dealing with them. However, she's usually out in the wildlands to the south. She? Who? Too bad, I can't help. No, maybe I can help. I'd like to help. Thought you might. You are a hand, after all. I believe that the smuggler's name is Neray. She pretends to be a trapper, but I think she's much more. You might meet her if you travel south. If you do and can find proof that she's helping the wretches, she should be brought to justice. Otherwise, the problems we're having with the wretches here will only get worse. All right, why do I need proof? Can I just go in and kill her? No, because proof is important. What makes you think she's responsible? What's your proof? Just guesswork. I watch the roads to see who goes where and when. When Neray has been to an area, wretch attacks soon follow, and the wretches are wielding new quality blades. Selling anything to the Farlands that would enable them to threaten the Pact is a crime. Steel, knowledge, magic, a serious crime, one of the worst. All right, how do I bring her to justice? She should spend a long time in Avadon's dungeons, because she's probably not working on her own. I, Mamora, could learn much from her. But that does not seem practical. So if she's truly guilty, death is probably the best option. Dude, I don't know. That sounds kind of suspicious right there. If I, Mamora, could learn much from her, then the best option is probably get her back to Avadon's dungeons. Why are you trying to have me kill her and silence her? Alright, why do I need proof? He gives you an evil smile. Well, you are a hand of Avadon, so you need no proof at all. But I like to avoid killing the innocent. Matter of craftsmanship, I suppose. Alright. No, I want proof. It's pretty important. Another question. I'd like to know something about the area. I'll tell you what I can. I'm only one pair of eyes, but I've seen some things. I think we asked you all this before. Wolves and wretches on the road. Avadon has sent hands, but they've been out in the wilds longer than they should have been. I'm worried, and so's Avadon. I'm watching my back, and you should do the same. Alright, I think that's it for now. So, Tartam isn't... Okay, so he is an agent of Avadon. He's telling us the truth, pretending to be a tanner in the lands outside Zethranzeri. He's trying to find a smuggler named Neray, who is selling fine weapons to the wretches nearby. This is a serious crime. Find Neray, see if she is guilty, and if so, bring her to justice. Alrighty, will do. South of here, you say? So... south is in, like, all the way towards another area? Or she's in this zone, just somewhere to the south? We'll watch our team walk and see if we see anybody. I mean, we've been all over this place, but then we didn't have the Neray aspect of the quest till just now, so... Which one's his area? There's... Let's turn in the quest that we finished. Okay, Berak, where are you at? Over here. Here. Do, 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 do. Alright. So then, I have found your stolen goods. You carefully describe the location of the ogre's cache. Berak is pleased. I'll hire some guards soon and go to recover my goods. It is such a pleasure to see someone finally strike down the invaders that torment us. He gives you a pouch of coins and a pair of steel greaves. I made those myself, and I trust you will find the quality adequate. After some thought, he adds, there's something else I require, though I hesitate to ask. Alright. What else do you need? I hesitate to ask, since I do not know how far you will be traveling into the wilds. However, the wild, dry mountains to the south are known for a special iron ore with a bluish tinge. Well, business actually takes me to the south, so I need a large sack of it to begin work with it. I'm sure some can be found, as it was once thought useless. You thought it was useless? That's so. Then the alchemists of Tartam found how to turn it into steel of unusual strength. I wish to try to adapt their techniques to the Kva's benefit. First, however, I need the ore. Yeah, alright, I can do that. Alright. I will help you with some blue ore. Now then, Monitor Sybil. Have we found all the wolves that we need? You are also in the meeting hall. Where are you at? I know you're in here. Because I did look around a bit more off screen last time. Not a scribe. Oh, sitting in the fancy chair. That's right. No, dang it. This is Overseer Levette. This isn't where she... I'm totally misremembering. Crap. I can picture her. Is she in the barracks? Yes. No, not her desk. Not her desk. I'm not messing with that. There we go. Alright. Anything else before I need to get back to this mess? I have hunted down the wolves, which we spoke. You described the hunt. Sybil nods approvingly. She sends a soldier to fetch a pouch of coins and a crude leather bracelet from her lance's supply room. Thank you for your aid, Hand of Avadon, and I will also unlock one of the boxes in the storeroom for you. If you're looking for work in the future, please ask me. I'm sure we'll have plenty that needs to be done. Okay, anything you need right now? She looks you over skeptically. I have a task in mind, but you might want to gain some more experience before you undertake it. It's very dangerous. Oh, really? That's it? Fine. Well, wait, I just gained some experience. Maybe she means I need to actually take my level. Let's do it. Right then. Ever more dexterity? Why not? Do I get another level of specialization? No. 2 points over here. So, better healing. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay. Still more experience needed. Fine. Alright, Sev. We want strength. Always strength. Endurance might be useful as well at some point. Alright, some points to spend. Extra health there. Gotta increase the other stuff first. Good grief. Alright, a little more melee training. Melee. There. That'll do. And Natalie. Intelligence. Oh, we maxed it. That's right. Okay. More lightning is good. Ice storm. Focus mastery. 5% per level chance of inflicting critical damage. Yeah, let's go this way. There. So, looking at our quests. We aided Sethrun. We're not going to help her with Ahmed's Libram. We could worry about the fire lizards, but mostly I want to find the blue ore and Neray. Else in the dungeons back in Avadon. Alright. So I want to go south. But do we have an option yet? Or do we need to... Let's check in with our Avadon people. Let's go to Aitamara's home. I kind of want to talk to Imamura and just confirm with her Tartam's story. Alright, where's she at here? Is she in here? No? Let's just go back to Avadon and check in. We can always come back here. Return to Avadon. Boop. So, we accomplished some things. Where do we want to go? Miranda. Let's talk to her first. Greetings, Polis. Yeah, I know I have work to do. I've been doing work. Alright, so, I have aided Zethron. Miranda asks you a few questions about the wretches. Then she pulls a familiar scroll from her papers and makes a few decisive X marks on it. And this can go into the records. Though I do wonder, did anything unusual occur when you were in the Kfa? Yeah, actually. All of this stuff. I want to tell you all of this. So, first off, there was a very suspicious shadow walker on the road who expected that he could pay for me for information. Oh, really? Describe this person. You do. I'm not sure who this person is, or whether he's a servant of Avadon. It's good that you told me everything you know. Remember, many people will try to turn your service of Redbeard to their own ends. You must be very careful in deciding who you help and who you don't. Okay, so also the wretches were being led by an ogre. He was totally stirring them up, and he was working for someone else, but I didn't get to see who. Such things are known to happen. She makes some notes on the paper. This merits more investigation. It's good that you told me. And also the people around Goldcrag are really kind of bitter and resentful of Avadon. They feel that the pact is ignoring them. She holds out her hands. What can we do? You've seen the chaos that afflicts us, inside and outside of Avadon. Should we tell them that strange incidents are happening all over Linnaeus and we haven't the forces to deal with them? Tell them that we're weak? No, we will appear strong and do what we can. Goldcrag will get our attention. We must simply wait its turn. Alright, I'm just saying, if there's too much of this going on, people are going to get upset. They might do, I don't know, desperate people do desperate things, so you should probably take it kind of seriously. Keep an eye on it. Alright, that's all I got. She nods and folds up the paper. This will be kept in the records, and with that, you are a true servant of Avadon. Before you have time to ask if you can rest and settle in, she continues, but our supply of hands is limited. Another task requires doing. Another minor hunting expedition. Nothing of importance, I'm sure, but I'm sending you. I kind of wish you wouldn't tell me that you're sending me on unimportant tasks, but regardless. So, what's my next mission? Heart Miranda takes a sheet of papyrus from a pile on her desk. The writing on it is crude and full of misspellings. An unusual petition, from a girl named Lorella. Normally it would be ignored, but... Her voice trails off for a moment. You are going to Chimeria. That is a part of the Wild Realm that split off and opposed the pact. Apparently there's some horrible monster there hunting the populace. You need to investigate. See if there's anything there that merits our attention. And if there is a beast, bring back a sample of its flesh to be examined by our mages. To get there, there's something I must give you. Okay. Tell me about this Lorella. She tends to linger outside of Redbeard's chambers until they throw her out. You can go and speak with her yourself. In fact, I suggest that you do before you depart. She is spirited. In fact, to present her petition, she walked all the way here from Chimeria, through the lands of hostile tribes, alone. Her dedication has attracted our attention. So why does this merit our attention? Because Lorella described the beast to me, and the affair has the stink of uncontrolled magery. Redbeard agrees. Someone in the far lands may be concealing something from us. If so, they must be dealt with, and if necessary, punished. Alright, do I discuss this with Redbeard? No. You will only rarely speak with Redbeard directly. Your orders come from me. Alright, and what is this thing that you need to give me? She collects the yellow crystal she gave you earlier. Wait, does that mean I can't go back to the Kfa? In return, she gives you a gold chain with a blue gemstone. The portal you need to use is on the far side of the library. It will take you to Chimeria, the far lands, hostile territory. You should also see the craftsmaster. I'm sure we'll have something else to give you for your journey. Alright, how should I proceed? I assumed I'd be able to go back to the Kfa whenever I wanted. I should have thought that one through better. Once you've spoken with Lorella, you should go there and find... She checks a scroll. Ogrim Tor. That is a fortress there. Ask questions. Learn the truth of this monster. Destroy it, if you choose, and watch for signs of magic that could threaten the pact. And remember, these are the Farlands, and you are from Avadon. Accept no insolence. Demand obedience. All of them, from the loftiest lord to the most pathetic peasant, answer to you. And one more thing. Do not let the local lords or soldiers know why you are there until absolutely necessary. My instincts tell me that quiet and secrecy would serve you well here. See, this is interesting because I generally don't like kind of lording things over other people and demand obedience and such, but, I mean, she's got a point. We're protecting the pact. We do need Avadon to be a bit of an entity that people aren't willing to mess around with, so being stern is probably... I mean, if she says it's the way to go, she knows more about the situation than I do. Alright, I think that might be all the questions, but let's just see. Okay. Yeah, we already asked everything. I think we are done. Thank you. So, to Cameria, one of the far lands, to figure out what's going on with this monster. Goodness. But before we do that, we can head over here and find the gal who hangs out by Redbeard's chambers, and I do want to check out Envoy Brossel as well while we're here. Okay, let's go upstairs. She's going to be somewhere up here, right? Oh, there she is. There's a young woman, probably not even 18, sitting on the bench and chewing on a roll. She looks completely out of place in the grandeur of Avadon. Her dress is rough, humble, and torn, and her feet are bare. When you get close, she immediately leaps to her feet and bows to you. I humbly greet you, warrior of Avadon. I am Lorella of Doralstead in Cameria. I've come to ask mighty Avadon for your help. Well, greetings to you, Lorella. Thank you for your attention. I've come far to ask for help for my tribe in Cameria. Have you been assigned to aid us? Yep, I am going to get Cameria now, and I'm going to take care of things. Her face lights up. Really? You're really going to help us? I thank you. And have you come to me to hear my tale? I will tell you what I can. It is strange that she has so little fear of you. Cameria is one of the Farlands, a sworn enemy of the Pact. She must have had a very good reason to come here. And it's so weird, too. She's with people who didn't want to join the Pact. They live in this place that's a sworn enemy of the Pact, and yet, when things aren't going right, they come to Avadon for help? That seems really bizarre to me. Why wouldn't we just tell them no offhand? Huh. Tell me about Cameria. She smiles sadly. She clearly misses her home. It's my home. It's beautiful and the lands are rich. Our warriors and shamans are mighty, she hastens to add, though we have no intention of angering the Pact. And our spires, they're truly... She is speechless with awe. I long to see them again. Yeah, go ahead and tell me about those spires. I do want to know why you guys oppose the Pact, but... We make towers and castles of stone. Not delicate or weak, but massive. Huge blocks of granite, moved with muscle and magic. Her eyes gleam with awe, and... She stops. I'm sorry. They're nothing to compare with the works of the Pact. You don't have to denigrate yourself to try and make me feel better. I'm not going to get worried about that. Just... Alright, so why didn't Cameria want to be part of the Pact? She seems nervous. I only know what I was taught. Do not wish to give offense. Once the Wild Rim and Cameria were one, tribes living near each other, sometimes trading, sometimes fighting. But while the Wild Realm was content to stay barbarians, we of Cameria saw the stone spires and cities of the other lands, and we wanted them for ourselves. So you began to move into cities? Yes, with mighty walls and towers of stone. These tribes were in the north, and came to be called Cameria. And she chokes off the word barbaric. The southern tribes joined the Pact to avoid our might. And she stops herself once again. To avoid our might. So you were going to overwhelm them and take them over, and they needed help. That's what happened. Go on. I'm sorry. The Pact is mighty, and we obey their laws. I do not want to anger you. Oh, that attitude's going to get really irritating fast. Okay. Another question. So, how did you come to be here? She recalls her journey. You can see on her face how difficult it was. I walked through the Wild Realm. It was difficult and dangerous. If I was found, it would have been, I'm glad to be here. How did you get here all the way without being spotted? I only traveled at night. I hid in undergrowth and piles of refuse during the day. There was little to eat. It was slow, but I had to come here. I had to. Only Avadon could help us. Why only Avadon? Why would only your sworn enemies be able to help you? So what would have happened if you were caught? If a Wildrome tribe found me and realized I was from Chimeria, I took a great risk coming here, but I had to. And how are you going to get home? She smiles. Heart Miranda came to see me. She's very kind. She's given me papers of passage, with the seal of Avadon. Not even the Wildrome tribes would touch me with this paper. That much is true. Even the most foolish bandit would not bother one under the protection of Avadon. I will walk back proudly, on the roads. Everything about this situation is very strange, though. Alright, so, I'm going to Dorlstead. Tell me what's been happening. She's eager to tell you, though the memory of it is very clearly painful. It took 3 months to get here, so my tale is old, but I will say what I can. I'm from the village of Dorlstead in Chimeria. We serve Lord Karsta Arl, who lives in the mighty stone fortress of Ogrim Tor, whose stone walls block out the sun. But a year ago, our village was stalked. A beast roams the night, a horror of shadow and blood. The walls block out the sun, huh? Excuse me, we of the Western tribes have our own way of telling tales. I will restrain myself. I mean, it's a... Good grief. I wasn't asking, calling you out for using hyperbole. I just wanted to... Never mind. Tell me about the beast. It is large, tall as a mighty warrior, and moves like the wind in a cloud of rotten shadow. It circles our homes and farms in the night, tearing apart any traveler it can find in its lust for our flesh. And then, the following morning, it is gone, leaving us with nothing but tears and what is left of our loved ones. Okay, how many has it killed? Do not know for sure. Do not know how many steads it feeds upon. We've lost dozens. She swallows hard, including my dear brother. It was his loss that moved me to act. And why come to us? Why not go to Karsta Arl? We beg for his help. He does not answer. He shuts himself up in his fortress and is deaf to our pleas. We do not understand it. Thus I come to you. Since we pay so much to the pact in tribute, we thought you would have reason to protect us. And that's all you know? No, nothing. We sent warriors into the woods to find it, but they never returned. Thus I ask for your help. That is all I have to tell you. I'm so grateful for your aid. Okay, I'm feeling kind of suspicious of this situation, but we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. We'll go for it. And I think that's all of our questions. That's all of our questions. Very well. Okay, so that's Redbeard. Lord Svarl. Yeah, what are you doing here? You're surprised to find a wretch sitting here in Avadon. He sits in a shadowy corridor of Redbeard's glorious hall and gnaws on a bone. His robes are torn and stained, and his chin and jowls are covered with sauce. He gives you a wave when you approach, though he doesn't rise. I, Lord Svarl, envoy of High Lord Deathskull, greet you. And I... He loses track of his speech, shrugs, and returns to his gnawing. You're an envoy? Yes. All smart people send envoys to Avadon. Must be friends with Avadon. Then Avadon hurts others and not you. High Lord Deathskull is strong and wise, so he sends me. Who's High Lord Deathskull? His mightiest leader of mightiest tribe, and talking to Avadon will make him mightier still. Only Avadon and the pact stronger than him. What do you want from Avadon? The wretch gets a cagey look. We have plans, messages and offers. To get to those who can make decisions. The Hearts and Redbeard. We have plans. Nothing from a hand, though, eh? We do. You're a hand. Hands who help us, we will pay them. We know hands do great things. For right price. So, let's see. Continues to messily gnaw his way through an unending dinner. Occasionally, he breaks through a bone to a nice pocket of marrow and makes some happy slurping noises. The disgusted looks of Redbeard's supplicants are lost upon him. He looks up at you, considers saying something, and then returns to his chomping. All right, so what's the wretch doing here in Avadon? Eating, he belches. Your food. Very good, and I get all I want. We wretches are not all stupid. Most, not all. Some in Wretchlands wise enough to use Avadon. Good strong ally, you are. How did you get here? We ride, me and my guards. All are allowed to travel on the main roads. Is the law of the pact. Then all can come to Avadon. So you're a smart wretch, eh? Yes, look at this. He waves a bone at you. Could be in Wretchlands, hunting rats, fighting other tribe. Instead, I, Lord Svarl, am here, safe and with meat. Not all wretches as smart as me. They fight pact. Not smart. So you're Lord, eh? Yes, High Lord Deathskull says so. Lord among wretches, Svarl is. Very well. So, are you here for help? Svarl nods. We are. We try to get message to Redbeard. None take it. They look down on us. They don't let me in. But you... He presses a folded-up piece of paper, wrinkled and stained with wine, into your hand. Then he points down the hall to the east. Give letter to Redbeard. I pay you. Redbeard is helped. Things better for all. What's in the letter? Offer. Good offer. Not a waste of time. You take. I'm willing to consider it. All right. So then, I am looking for someone near Gold Crag who's smuggling blades to the wretches. You know anything about that? Lord Svarl's mouth hangs open. The bone drops from his hand. For a diplomat, his poker face is definitely subpar. You want... weapons for wretches? Shocking! Nothing about it? I know nothing. Okay, we're gonna have to be a bit of a jerk. You tell me what you know, or you're gonna go to the dungeons, and then you'll tell them what you know. Lord Svarl looks pained. Please don't tell High Lord Deathskull. If he knows I told, Avadon, always their gaze brings pain. Yes, we buy weapons. Merchant is an array. Blame her. Okay, well this is good information to have. Not me. I know nothing. Well, nothing but that. He starts to shake in terror. Please, please don't kill me. You leave the pitiful creature alone to regain his composure. I mean, I was kind of a jerk there and I feel a little bad, but at the same time, this is information we need to know. So, pretty important. Okay, give me a reward if I deliver the letter to Redbeard. But Redbeard might be annoyed if I waste his time. Can I see this letter? I want to read it for myself. I can't, can I? Because it's a quest item. So this is a decision I have to make. Do I help this wretch or don't I? To me, I feel like it's so unusual for a wretch to come all the way here that even if their offer is just something ridiculous, I don't know, it merits looking into. Alright, you might get mad at me, but I gotta tell you about this Redbeard. As you approach Redbeard, he looks up at you with annoyance. You remember the letter that the wretch to the west gave you. Redbeard says, what is it? I'd love to banter with you all day, but there's very much to do. Okay, look. It's a very bizarre situation, and it just seems so far outside the norm that I don't want to ignore it and potentially miss something important, so I was asked to give you this letter. Redbeard impatiently takes the letter. He reads it, then he crumples it up and throws it away. Listen carefully, he intones. You are allowed one error in this area, and you have just made it. Many people will offer you rewards for your aid. I give you some latitude in accepting them. It is a reward for the many risks you take, but you may not sell access to me, and your projects are not allowed to waste my time. Now get away before I lose my temper. He waves you away. Okay. Alright, lesson learned. Got it. You do not ever want to hear about this kind of thing? I probably should have gone to, like, Memora or something first. You seeing me yet? No. So, I delivered your letter. Sproul nods. I mean, I wasn't trying to sell access to Redbeard, but I don't know. I mean, he's right. He's right. I should have taken the letter through, like, to Memora or somebody else, or Miranda, or, you know, I should have talked to someone else about it instead of just taking it right to him. He's got a lot to do. Sproul nods, and Dancer comes back. No, not happy. Redbeard misses good opportunity. But I am not done. Other ways we can help Avadon. Ways they help us. Oh, and reward. Here's thing we found on path. Want you to have. Not good for us. Too delicate for hacking. He gives you a long rapier, still in its sheath. You found that on the path, eh? Alright. Anything else? He looks you over. Maybe, but I think you're not ready. Get bigger swords for hitting. Then we see. I don't know that I'm actually going to do any other quests for you, but it's interesting that you have other things you would like me to hit, huh? Okay. Well, it was a good lesson for me anyway. We will not waste Redbeard's time again. Okay, Envoy Brasla, who is... there we go. I think we want the stairway down, right? Okay, this is where some of my team members are. Just hanging out here. And I'm feeling like some of the quarters were down. over here, guest quarters and stuff. Yeah, one of these is hers. I just have to remember which one. Okay, Abby's chambers. I kind of want to check in with him after the way that quest turned out. Okay, and her chambers are locked somewhere down here. Are these the... is it here? Yes. Okay. I have 9, and it's going to take 4. Do it. Now then, what you got going on in here, Envoy? I should not take her coins. This cabinet contains some of the possessions of Envoy Brasula, one of the many diplomats who constantly haunt the halls of Avadon. You poke through them quickly, looking for anything of interest. You find nothing. Then, since Han Callan asked you to look through her goods, you do a much more thorough search. There are dresses, bottles of perfume, a few scrolls of poetry, nothing odd or incriminating. If Brasula is a spy, you lack the skills to find her out. Alright, what do we got here? Book about the Tawan Empire. Let's read it, but just in case, let's not be in her room while we read it. So then... where did it go? Tawan Empire. There's little sadder than a crumbling empire, a shadow of its former self, unable to embrace new ways or engage in any effort beyond futile and desultory efforts to regain old glories. 3 centuries previous, the Tawan Empire controlled all of eastern Linnaeus. Even the wild raiders of Svorgald paid tribute, which is pretty amazing considering how crazy they are. Hoglanda was forced to yield to those not of the folk. Kalamdario finally found a culture it could not absorb and overwhelm. The people of Tartam continued to gather for the speaking, but their words were meaningless. But with age and wealth come complacency. The Tawan Empire grew fat, bloated, and consumed with the viciousness of its own internal politics. And then, one by one, their client states began to rebel and throw off its control. By the time the Tawan Empire realized what their lassitude had cost them, it was too late. The Midlands Pact was formed. The Tawan were forced to pay tribute to the pact. Hanvar's council provided edicts to the Empire, and failure to obey them meant bloody retribution. Now the Tawan Empire is an empire in name only, a collection of crumbling cities full of old art and reminders of past glory. But after centuries of trial, the empire is growing hungry again. Some of its people have sharp eyes and big dreams. But first they must shake off the hand that holds them down. They must rid themselves of the pact. Okay, so we looked. Didn't find any evidence, so let's talk to Han Callan again. Which means back upstairs, right? Now, where is she on all of this? Maybe kind of by Miranda's? Maybe? Or is she gonna be like out in the courtyard? Perhaps. Out in the courtyard. Alright. So, I searched Brasula's rooms, and I didn't find anything suspicious. Really? Interesting. This means that she must be very good at hiding evidence of her guilt. That or that she's innocent, but I don't know. I think as the newbie, it's probably not smart to say that. Perhaps she's innocent. Like, this lady's way more experienced than I am. She's probably already considered that possibility. I don't really like that it's definitely either or. Maybe she's innocent, or you're right for sure. I can continue to investigate, though. She laughs. I appreciate your eagerness, but this is now work for the eyes. You did well. You should be rewarded. Ooh, she removes a scarab from her pouch and hands it to you. Thank you for your help. I may need more assistance in the future. I would be happy to help. Excellent. So, Do you need any help right now? Not yet. Still continuing my own investigation. Return and speak with me later. I will do so. So, another scarab, and we can equip it, right? Here it is. Life symbol scarab. Heal self. Excellent. Okay, wonderful. So Abby wanted me to deal with Tartam, but then Abby wasn't in his room there. So we're going to have to see what we want to do about that. He's not the guy selling the stuff anyhow. We really need to track down this other lady, assuming I can even go back to the Kva. We could go look for... Well, but I mean, we just used 4 of our lockpicks, so I might not have enough to get to wherever I need to find Canal. Alright. I think I'm going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back, and next time we need to talk, what did she say? We need to talk to our quartermaster and stuff again. They might have some new equipment for us. So we'll talk to them. I think we might venture into the dungeons and see if we can make any progress on that canal quest. And then off screen I'm going to check just to see if I can get back to the Kva or if I've bungled it and I can't go there anymore. I'm kind of nervous about that. Then we'll decide where to go from there.